your own risk. And only and the other PA. Practical hands, experienced hands. So me and I'm the chief executive now, which means the chief executive. So I can only speak about it for now.
Yeah.
Obayan, when your party people were pressing upon you to do transfers and push some people out.
Party people.
Also catch you with a montomobo.
Akoma FM 87.9.
Learn the job 1 year. But the critical positions, we touched all of them. And you want to say, who? How do you move your director legal services out? Not your director legal services or your director legal services and solicitor secretary. And just a board meaning on a board secretary. And to no. And this is a man and why are you in this room over 20 years? Young lawyer, no call to a young man that director legal services will be and was swear Jumano. And why are you to the ranks?
87.9 Kumasi.
Oba. Also crowd ban. No swear dear. But Oba, what you need to and I'll be from outside the industry. Edinaba. Obi from outside the industry, Nabano. A baby or the Suya Kuku, Juman Betiasia. Your lawyers, and many. Opa will be for case in Remini. I will still have to go and take my books, my statutes, my acts, and whatever, and read and do research and send them a cocotte. Me can't that say, oh, where they say the foolish case are now case with the F. We just have pet. You're going to lose the case.
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
And now industry can say I would think syndicated loan 2 billion. Now Obia on Coco sector na say on a legal advisor. And Chafobos or the Cocoa Board legal team. And the personal work. Now could go on mass court. It be the sea, you know. Some boy on Tiadinase. Purely corporate governance, Now there's that rift between the chief executive of Cocoa Board and the managing director of Cocoa Marketing Company. Cocoa Board chief executive. Only Cocoa Marketing managing director was say all the time cross comedy boom. Cocoa Marketing they turn cocoa. On a more good price. On their forecast say price by next week be 20 and yen champion Tony this week. The chief young Tony this week and next week so better. And young Tony there. And yes, I have now such a critical division under Cocoa Board. Mobile Mapamu
Akoma FM 87.9
Kumasi. I'm go from outside. And the barber show. If you know, I feel the best you know. Obey say. And
advice be our senke contem. Na a delay because people are now technically on test system na say.
On test you. Also because you ma ben here.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay. Your woman omukwa do madwuma ne say cocoa seedling. Ombehwa me hu say enya cocoa seedlings papa. Nya kochicha ma farmers. Me na ma me de be cocoa farmer. Me here this year.
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
Omochiche. Nti afibia omochicha na kugina o. Nti afiba kwa mza na me kwa dia na me e wa sase ka ba minjibi. Na me Fred ya ma me di na chi. So ma you no cocoa fu. O say chief anya man ko fon ko do asase no so. Ko je seedlings bebre. Be 4 years ago.
Honestly, what started?
Yes. And you're far powerful, you could do GIA. Cocoa farming. Go and see. The seedlings free of charge.
Akoma FM 87.9
Seed production division. I yes, Edgeman. And it's only a result of most of the Cocoa Board. But Cocoa Board knew the divisions. Yeah. We said that we
production.
Also, because be media general, right?
Yeah.
Media general, no.
Room. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Good. And Akoma your production, your accounts, your audits, sign it Cocoa industry.
I see. But when you show some komo ye di nyina no, it's also maybe a defense from your end to the point that Utirandi abi ose mum
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
Mum mess up.
Oni
Kan ko ani sa nema.
ye jame pese be so ne nkomo o di ni o ye nyama me hu se oni di o ye ntin se so so
Hey,
nyen so so
onima djuma o ye.
na wuni ma am petene kunya so 1 year you keep blaming your predecessor say ja kato aka aban be na aba kokobodi enya kanto also nkoma mi di nyina me politics
in memory ya.
because I understand the industry so much so well. I have in-depth knowledge on the industry.
Akoma FM
And
87.9
whoever wants to play politics with it, now we need the whole year. Cocoa board, now we play politics. You fail. Ask former chief executives. Some of us went under Dr. Puni. Dr. Puni no MPP ni. No NDC ni. Me MPP ni. I worked there. What is it? When the NDC first John Mahama's administration offer kunyam nti Cocoa board buy na account no zero na negatives nim na kanwo every business is a going concern. We are lawyer for the going concern. We are there. The order about beto so. So 19 billion cocoa roast na muja account muja to no. How na be clear. Na mo san so kwa age cocoa farmers cocoa so mbetua na muntua e. Ano so e different ka. Ye ba ya ma mutua.
Ana nso je utua wie na mo so je.
Omu tuwe 2028 ombeko. Omu ko mbeja ka to. We will come and pay.
But
What is at the point? What is at the point? Are you Bahedu? Eba no salary at Dr. Puni Edison. It will not take salary so.
Akoma FM
Nagara na refi asemuntabo. Want it? Ema Bahedu take salary so. Onu buy for baff for now the first 1 month or take salary so.
I get it.
When say a car who to so a car. A car so by what Land Cruiser Makuma for. Cocoa Land Cruiser nye the CC maximum way I call Toto Ibio. And then the CC by quiet about her. Okwa na ya to swama no. See oba utofu Toyota Ghana. What as if that was not enough. Uto Land Cruiser what's out to pick up 150 or say.
But you say almost say yeah. But you say me Ako is it Godwin Akoga no can say Abinchi.
Okay,
yes, and Abinchi I know Abinchi say cocoa no. I see the no.
I felt cocoa residue. Unim that day or you lucky Chinese men and I'm tissue no so. Come schoolino. Me come schoolino. Oh yeah, or try balancer. Bisa accountants on Montreal. Oh yeah, or try balance. Na oh yeah, or budgets for the year. And in this case,
87.9 Kumasi.
Sample residue now.
87.9
I can't quite about so in this car. IGF. I can't. And sample residue there. I've been to know.
So don't say that time no not Omuchedi.
How many chedi?
That's what he said. Maybe
And then no
question Omuchedi. How many no say there be moment farm and procure cars I come
you see sample residue a different from sacks. Sir, jute
sacks yeah.
Okay. The minimum sample residue here.
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
Yes, sir. Me a ton e dey ama industry bia or the chocolate and now the baby. Na ya Jesus kan. Nti se sa cocoa no egu form no. Wo say e ya binchi. Nti enka wo cocoa a wato free farmer no hwana. No Ghana for nti enka ho ana. Wo staff ye ho adwuma. Ebi egu form. Ebi wo kwa wo kate a a very big cutting. O kate e de check mode no. You say effect. Wo ye horning. Ye horning. I said the you see a good. Ye horning no. Ese free bag no. Ah de be ye ho adwuma. De ka no. E no wo kasa e you know.
Akoma FM 87.9
Ye horning na aka no. Ye wiane aton. enti eka wo IGF ho wo IGF eka ho a wo de ye wodwuma jute sack no eno ena sesika ne ba industry num na ya chama staff bia nya bitu a otimi nya bia 100 cedis otimi nya 200 cedis a form of motivation when kwa jute sack no e fa so a ye che and de ye che no ye wo nkuro bia omo no o shipu cocoa na ma wo ma they don't want your bag.
Oh, okay.
Cocoa botona and then I'm hano. Omompe. However, ube
Akoma
56 kilos. I'm a woman. And to we are no more say a swan. What we do is say a fan cut and pour.
Okay.
Also from the farm, everybody actually I be BSC. The do tema haba hona. Near way near Bibiani horny, and we say a swan. Then you cut. On Sanyo, we chuckle bottom. No, what she a good container. And I am what you mouth fumigate
okay.
Because they don't want the sack there.
The ones I'll be trying to sack no, baby.
Good.
Okay.
It is our sacks, baby. Now, a woman. And only a tongue. Edema of industry be also your sacks. And it says cano and a back. A year and a check with
87.9.
They do 100 cities, 200 cities. Now we go staff over 10,000. Now a chat at least also be a day. It will be the whole I once a year. If we acquire the whole year, never mind. It will be the whole year, never mind.
I see.
And in young no, I don't go talk Land Cruisers. It has some local. What's the schedule? Oh, by way recruitment.
As I said, muja be watching.
Honey,
some year recruitment. And I'll be
no problem. Yeah, and that's a schedule.
Okay.
Who now see schedule over talker? No, we have a talker to find the pejuma. As one American, who the over talker, I just we have a talker to find the pejuma. We are over talker, so to cover Juma industry. At a point, Cocoa Board, we ain't mean your promotions because not cow. And the cow promote to be out, will be free one grade, quite another grade. The salary now, Akosoro. Especially to the management role, we promoting to be a draw no apem. Until say the master say pick up. Now you promoting for. But all the other instantly, put me jump a bit to first about 4. I'm a do management level. Now I am so we miska. Yabaja kato. And I say I'm okay. Master we are not doing as a munyaka. Industry kadawa or kadawa bua ye. We buy how in ye. We buy a bungalow. We feel residents. They are mawa. Not by you tima. Utu yana ubem. Uyo renovation. But there's an animal, some animal, or no kind of the check. I'm go to cantonments, one and the residence war, or your renovation war. Our renovation, or non bottomska or the yana. Or non bottomska. And you go about sika. Na industry, about took a bubru, and carry be quiet and can't say, oh, a cow went to the Montomo was. Or when him say, baby, I'm who say papa. I heard you will be feeling. I say, a cover city could go find
Akoma FM 87.9.
Super channel.
I just will check a cool. Robert, see a Robert. So to a can and a cotton cocoa farm.
Hey, yeah, now you body at the hair. Is somebody at the chest with China? Yeah, there's one idea. A bar, body be there to send the book.
Say, me, the minimum, and I say, Uku be wow. Ness any panacebi, you hear me said that. No, so was Cassa Arabian can cry. You draw at that level.
I saw banner level.
Banner, I say, because
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
You know me, Oko board. At a point, you could check. Call yeah, you qua cocoa farmer. You call could you have border in a over cocoa farmer no ho niba could dim kobo. Udru hey, give more a mama quaba. But who say cap be a that cocoa food or fire? I know the chin na tadi na sense wa ma say gino.
Yeah.
Sama mia na yaba. Yeah, bottle water be a
87.9 Kumasi.
Saya me boss ni di kan. Akosipuku. Jia wanom ya so the more dead. Miss Major Media. J. Guna, man, yes. See, we are quite a kill man and boss. Kwame. Why are they?
It was good.
I can't even show. As I did, farmers need budget for the rest of their life. Omusona, a Boma industry. What him say? If free a horrible, a could be a hotel. Now farmers now mobilize a day. Nkusia. What's the Doma areas or no?
Akoma
How?
FM 87.9.
Yeah, and also you yes. And they said the whole quote from Washington quote in the time. Yes, that's how quote checker. Who pay a the far you can go as a pay kaki. I said, what's your Wellington?
What do you assume?
Exactly.
You can't see him now.
Now, I pay a tiny bit a young wine. Now, I couldn't know what shall we check. And no, I see that was not enough. Farmers' Day last year. Farmers' Day. December, you did Farmers' Day. Cocoa. You cocoa farmers. National cocoa farmer. Best wine. The John, the very day now you do Farmers' Day, no. Sadana na cocoa board chief executive. Not US. So your World Cup draw. And yet, what cocoa draw? Football. Nobody is saying, say, we're a football person, not football for a year. Limit yourself to cocoa. No. But not when you have options to elect and you select backward. I don't know what come
National Youth Organizer of
yes.
No cre
Trudeau. And them.
I see. Akoma FM 87.9.
What stage bear now we? Stage bear now what they say.
So you know Crepa is at this moment it was just enriched and timeline scrap by General Secretary Deba Tuja said you have two national elections now from 18th to 20th September.
Yeah.
So you have like 6 months to run a campaign. And at this moment now you're free from Akosoro. The Amajuma na yedin. Say I did free so crown neighbor for my you know say you have your album, you know
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
To campaign, at least let them hear you out, listen to your vision, and then Akoma taking informed decision. Now you're the reform and a most likely album the best song. We cannot answer significantly, but there a best song because we better say on Kogu.
Say the crap
yeah. So these dynamics in the human. So now you don't even know whether to start some rounds, whether to visit people. It's so to toss but as typical of me, no soldier,
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi
goes to war and put a strategy out there.
Yeah.
So they were just giving an overview of how and your material in their party now.
Exactly.
They say you drew the reorganization stage. By next month, first March, registration. Uma afreme say party card. So me delegate. So me then a brainy. Me so nyame had my first match. Register. Major party card or party name. Baby, I want to go there and register. Because who register and able to be so about delegate. And also go to my TV so about executive. Untia do sa you be disqualified. The mo be ma ho kwan ma me disqualified. Me so yes,
I see. I'll confirm ya mama.
Oh yes, I did yes. Say ma nkokra ma ye MPP mabunu. Me ye mistake say me nkokra ma ye MPP mabunu abro.
The party begins our internal elections with the continuation of registration of members. If you all recall, somewhere in November 2025, I issued a memo to the constituency and regional party respectively to start our party registration at the various polling stations and further to organize polling station meetings. So we are continuing with that process. And that process starts from 1st of March to 31st March 2026. That will be registration of members. Then data entry of members who have been registered shall be between 1st April to 10th April 2026. After data entry will be verification of registered members. That will be from 14th to 16th of April 2026. Once this exercise is completed, the party will kickstart our internal elections. It starts with opening and closing of nominations for polling station elections, which shall be between 20th to 24th April 2026. Vetting for polling station aspirants will be from 25th to 30th April 2026. Appeals will be from 1st to 4th May 2026. The notice of poll will be from 6th to 9th of May 2026. The elections of our polling station executives will be from 10th to 16th May 2026. Then data entry and validation of polling station executive album will be from 17th to 21st May 2026. When we are done with the polling station elections, we'll move straight to electoral area executive committee elections. Open and closing of nominations for electoral area elections shall be from 20th to 25th of May 2026. The vetting will be from 26th to 31st May 2026. Then appeals will be received from 1st to 4th June 2026. Notice of poll will be from 5th to 8th June 2026. Elections of our electoral area executives will be from 10th to 15th June 2026. Then data entry and validation of electoral area executives will be from 16th to 20th June 2026. In all these activities, the responsible office for all these activities will be the Constituency Executive Committee and the Regional Steering Committee, responsibility by the National Secretariat. For Constituency Executive Committee elections, open and closing of nominations shall be from 22nd to 24th of June 2026. Vetting shall be 25th to 27th of June 2026. Appeals shall be received from 28th to 30th June 2026. Then notice of polls will be from 2nd to 5th July 2026. Elections of constituency officers shall be from 11th to 12th July 2026. Then data entry and validation of constituency executive album will be from 13th to 26th July 2026. Then we move on to chapter and external branch elections. For MPP, when we speak of chapter and external branch, it refers to our diaspora party, our brothers and sisters who are in the diaspora. For chapter elections, opening, closing of nominations, vetting, appeals, elections, data entry, and validation of album is expected to take place within this period, 20th June to 19th July 2026. Branch elections shall be between branch opening and closing of nominations, and vetting, appeals, data entry, and validation of album shall be from 15 July to 9th August. 15 July to 9th August 2026. It's expected that opening, closing of nominations, vetting, appeals, elections, data entry, and validation of the diaspora album would have been completed. Then we proceed to regional executive committee elections. Opening and closing of nominations for regional executive elections shall be from 15 to 17 July 2026. The vetting shall be from 20th to 23rd July 2026. Appeals shall be from 24th to 26th July 2026. The notice of poll shall be from 27th to 30th July 2026. The elections of regional executive officers shall be from 8th to 9th August 2026. Then data entry and validation of regional executive album shall be from 10th to 23rd August 2026. Now to the matter of all elections, national elections. National executive elections are as follows, the processes and the procedures. Opening and closing of nominations shall be from 10th to 14th of August. Filing of nominations shall be from 15th to 17th August. Vetting of aspirants shall be from 20th to 23rd of August 2026. Release of vetting report shall be on the 25th of August. Appeals shall be taken from 28th to 29th of August. Then the elections shall be held between 18th to 20th of September 2026. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the timelines for the party's internal elections. Because of these timelines, National Council took notice of the fact that the tenure of office of some officers would expire in the course of these elections or before these elections. And therefore, by the power vested in National Council, it is established as follows. The polling station executive tenure has been extended from 5th March to 16th May 2026. Electoral area coordinators has been extended from 20th March to 15th June 2026. Constituency executive tenure has also been extended from 24th April to 12th July 2026. Chapter executive tenure has been extended from 24th April to 19th July. Branch executives, which I mean are diaspora branch, not the other branch. And I know the other branch. We are talking about MPP diaspora branch. From 22nd May 2026 to 9th August 2026, regional executives from 22nd May to 9th August 2026, the national executives from 16th July to 20th September 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, with this done, I have to take you through the guidelines for our internal elections. And this will take time, so I plead with you to exercise patience whilst I take you through the guidelines for our internal elections 2026. These rules and regulations governing the conduct of the party's internal elections are made pursuant to Article 18 and other relevant provisions of the Constitution of the New Patriotic Party as amended, which vests the National Council with the authority to prescribe guidelines for the effective administration and operation of the party at all levels. Guided by the findings and recommendations of Okwe Elections Review Committee on the party's 2024 electoral performance, especially concerns about the delegate system and organizational structure, the party has resolved to undertake comprehensive reforms to strengthen its internal democratic processes. Determined to entrench discipline, orderliness, transparency, and fairness in the conduct of internal elections, these rules and regulations affirm the party's enduring commitment to democratic values, credible competition, and equal opportunity for all aspirants, while decisively addressing the shortcomings that have characterized previous internal electoral processes. The party recognizes the necessity to rebuild, reorganize, and reposition through credible and merit-based elections of dedicated, competent, and principled officers to manage its affairs at all levels. The objective being to secure victory in the 2028 general elections. And the party is cognizant of the decisive steps taken in its rebuilding agenda, by electing its presidential candidate for the 2028 general elections. Therefore, it finds it imperative to proceed deliberately and strategically in establishing robust, coherent, and sustainable structures for the elections of party officers from polling stations level through the electoral area, constituency, and external branches to the regional and national levels. Now, therefore, the New Patriotic Party, at its meeting of the NEC and National Council, hereby enacts and adopts these rules and regulations for the conduct of the party's internal elections at all levels of the party. Registration of members. The National Executive Committee and the National Council of the New Patriotic Party has directed that prior to the commencement of the party internal elections, for the elections of party executives from polling station level to the national level, a comprehensive registration of party members shall be undertaken, which are stated in the timelines. Accordingly, the period from 1st to 31st March 2026 has been designated for this critical exercise. This registration exercise constitutes a fundamental pillar of the party's internal electoral process and is intended to ensure accuracy, credibility, and integrity in the conduct of the forthcoming elections. Pursuant to Article 3 of the MPP Constitution as amended, the registration of members shall be conducted at respective polling stations where members ordinarily cast their ballot during national elections. To facilitate this exercise, the party shall dispatch official membership register to all polling stations, and those who already have the register are supposed to continue with the register. These registers shall be made available at designated venues during polling station meetings, where members are required to personally record their names and relevant details. The key word is the registration can only take place at polling station meetings. So nobody can sit in his home or a home to compile this list. This list shall be compiled at polling station meetings. So when there is no polling station meeting, then registration cannot also take place, and the party will strictly monitor and make sure the right thing is done. All party members are therefore strongly urged to proceed to their respective polling stations within the stipulated period to have their names duly captured in the polling station membership register. For the avoidance of doubt, only members whose details are duly entered into the official membership register at the polling station shall be eligible to vote or to contest in the forthcoming polling station elections. Failure to participate in this 1-month membership registration exercise shall automatically disqualify a member from voting or contesting in the party's internal elections. This registration exercise is mandatory and indispensable to the successful conduct of the party's internal democratic process. So what it means is that even if you have party card, you still have to go to your polling stations to take part in the registration exercise. Without that, you cannot take part in the polling station elections. And as General Secretary, as a registered member, I will go to my polling station to register so that I can take part in the voting exercise at my polling station. The Constituency Secretariat, comprising the Constituency Secretary, Constituency Organizer, Deputy Secretary, Research and Elections Officer, and IT Officer, shall, under the supervision of the respective Constituency Executive Committee, key in the details of all polling station members into the party's membership management system. But where we have a sitting member of parliament, the sitting member of parliament shall nominate a representative to be part of the data entry team.
Akoma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
Of course, that's what we want. Freedom. Freedom is all we want. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, Asanteman. And then Saturday, the 21st day of February, the year 2026. Wonsom Sunye. Wonsom. So fun, so fun. I am a Sonia they call. Freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. And our open is here. A process. Entirely to achieve the target we want. Which from Sergio Amejo. So on behalf of the production team, I'll be beginning an Kohen Mensa here this morning. The Babashan are watching the moon. Some the buyer was saying, the Transenia Caribbean, Benya Brena, Eddie Home come on. Don't forget, sir, our channel newspapers no reporting. I'm reporting is saying, this is so crania has said the name a lot in our cost within the week. We'll for as we speak. Maybe I'm not paying now. I bet check here his home free. Cocoa boy, you are more head of his wife. Because as at Enra na Jody na one more my bottom pimo. I'm so much Jomusika. Nina no yedim baby free. Shasia. Abaye say Anyama Enkoye world market price. Aba from party aba from. And I also I dem akokwa from so ba from. Nina no yedi hu komo weeks. And I abedru ha. And I'm a pebenya brand ya share. I dey na nkoyi. I dey na osi ye ni. Going forward no see dey komo wie na ye demonstration nyina wi. I dey na betimi aye. To insurance and I'm on tour here to the abo. Na kokokua ni. Ejumadi awo die ne bra so akoyi. Ghana so so fa so osi enye fie kokos ni enya. Ana pebe sanko. Yama menom ne nuanom a so ko Burkina Faso na amimfo bi tata wono pango chihire won kwa e mo areho sem ama nkomo yi susu ahyase okroma se ekwa ba ne be fa so a e betimi ahye na yensusu domestically betimi a produce na tomato na de no, how do we produce enough? A bit my boy. Na Debiano, you best sorry. Na enya my minimum of tomatoes free. Burkina Faso or more complain. But the higher the dear bedroom. But in force, sorry, no man can say, no man is saying that dear boy. And then we have a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss this morning. Many of us could be joining us. That was soon. And then you both see a and a pen penny for could have any alternate near this uncle. Is about Ghana. And I'm Samoa Ewaha representing UP And of course, Dr. Samuel Efriye will be here from Kumasi Technical University Business School. And I've Dr. Keskin Owusupoku, a communication team member for the NPP, and of course, Ashanti Regional Communication director for the Ashanti region. Why hopeful? And of course, said the NPP is also a share in the process of rebuilding. Now, Oma share to strengthen the party. Among the modalities is hearing now to this week. The moon summit is saying. When you bring I share, I talk on Facebook live or Akoma 87.9 FM. Akoma 87.9 FM. And Komodia Baby. I let you both see Akon Ewaha, Eberhena, the Bokrata Bana, what you know Yaboboso from a Jordan Barbecue. If you are yes. Now, Yashe, and you be able to there.
Yamiadun, Sir John.
Good. Newspapers now radio home.
Of course.
I share the Chronicle, the Daily Graphic, Daily Guide, the Daily Statesman, and so Daily Searchlight, and of a Daily Democrat. The Ghanaian Times, Zinano, Ewaha, no payer, Eberhena Yaboboso. Now, for your Twason in 24, Esim Kunyana, and who said the Enema AC at here. You best started with the Chronicle. Chronicle as a land guards on rampage in Adan attack construction workers, rob them of their phones. Farmers unhappy over cocoa price reduction. On the front page, we have the IGP on the front page, the finance minister on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper. MIIF targets investors from sub-region. Alleged police bust alleged cybercrime syndicate at Doctrine Estate. Enti eno ye ne de eno no entry yanko enim ne hwe Chronicle
for Chronicle no de ba na no joda no de IGP ababetro animusie aboya na wosuko piem ada enei language for ama ohome so omo ha won mo musi ada adwumafo won mo honom eji jibinum mobile phones buru binum a na de IGP ababetro ho na so o parties a positive ensori o na ne ekoso ada no nya de a eye nika na wosai the finance minister and so ababeto no say koko akuafo won mani nye kwan a ene ebo no won mate so no nti eno so all the finance minister ababeto a wo bo ho amane se nya koko akuafo enso ani nye efa koko sika won ate so no IMF enso won chese wo mo hwa kwan se bibie ba to mantem anso wo mo ne won mo nsem obie beboa na adwadie hu nsem so anamotuo no atumi akoso a wo mo de wo mani edi akire ewo a wo bon amane.
Daily Graphic on the front page. Industry rallies behind 50% cocoa processing directive, pushes import restrictions to protect local industry. 4 Ghanaians named among 40 under 40 African entrepreneurs. On the front page, President John Dramani Mahama, no more foreign fund for cocoa. No mineral will be exported without processing. President Mahama on the front page of Daily Graphic. Stop sharing explicit viral videos. Gender Minister.
Enti Daily Graphic no so na no joda do de baye enye dedi kan no wabo amane se wo chese o hanchechemu adwenum bia no so efa cocoa processing no eno so wabo ho amane a wo chese wo hwe no pepia e de aboa ama enmeko enkuma so watumi abo ho ba e ho no a eno so de ho ababeto na mampani edanim si aboya wo si sabre ko de anya de a wonu ekoji sika bia afra mono ne ese ye de ba bepia cocoa sector ne ye de ba be so asene da bi sihye bia se ni ho wasai abo amane ese agudie bia nu ebefru omamu a yen sachiremu anase yen sachiremu emfa nkwa amane ebie nu a ye de be ko ne saa e wo se ye bibi e de fa ho no so mampani emfoni eda a wo bo ho amane honum na gender minister so abo amane se wosada na no Russia branch no be nam kromu hanum ne ade no ne hu video ne ade no e no obo ho amane se o manfo ntwa na mo bia encheche enhye sa video no bia bi.
So let's move. Yanko, the Daily Statesman. Cocoa farmers angry over 28% price cut. Minority leader calls on MPP to rally behind Bawumia. And police rescues 10 victims in Death Trace Estate cybercrime bust. CDM condemns government reduction of cocoa producer price. And we Daily Statesman.
Daily Statesman so do the buy na no twada no ene wa baba ne se cocoa akuafo no wo mani nye se ne edi kaka no wo eye enteso a aba no eni nti wo bo ho amane ho no mu a eno so ehye ho no na ene wo hwa soro no ma posifo abo amane ene wo koduru eye nkampumpirima ntem wa estate bia wo mo chese wo matumi atwa na mo nipa du eno akwakoche wo afri cyber yes crime for ensemu eno so wabo ho amane wo Daily Statesman no animo.
The Ghanaian Times, at the President John Dramani Mahama on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, at the 39th General Assembly of AU, press for reparatory justice. President Mahama on the front page. NPM fan no na yenko.
Yo anti the Ghanaian Times no the odebatu edimu boya no Ghana mampanin AU meeting okokasa wase de toso aduasa enkron eno de aba amane se nipa bi wo no mu a ewo se yehwe na fi atentene etumi koma won sanse bre bi abesin ko binu wo a na wo hwa nyoma entumi anko ye no nti ebehia se wo mo se fata se pre atentene ma won yetu ho na mo no and Ghanaian Times no so na no dwaro de bebo ani si aboya ho no.
Daily Graphic Tuesday. Daily Graphic yeah Monday so let's do Monday. Okay. Government begins state land reforms. Prospective owners to make 70% upfront payment of market value. That is the Daily Graphic. AU endorses President Mahama's resolution for reparative justice. And the Daily Graphic.
Enti Daily Graphic do betu animu kese no a nhyehyɛ ne anamo aban etuo sɛ obetumi abo aban ensase ho ban ɛno na ɔde abetu ɔde soafo owura amaboa ne mfoni aba betu osi aboya no so ɔbɔ ho amane ɛwɔ no a wɔsi AU so abo mampani maama abaso ɛwɔ anamontuo bi a no so akɔso ɛno so ɔka ho asɛm ɛwɔ no a ɔde aba betu anim Daily Graphic.
Daily Guard on Tuesday on the front page. Burkina Faso terrorist attack. 7 Ghanaians killed, 4 injured. Okay, DNA test underway to identify burnt bodies. Ken won't break away from MPP spokesperson. Government court orders man to pay 200,000 Ghana cedis for breach of marital promise. That is on the front page of the Daily Guard. Gold Board suspends selected gold buyer license applications.
Daily Guide na no brother do de eba ye enie nipa enso a wonum edika ehwe won kwa efa Burkina Faso na no atiate dom a wonum ema won so ekotia adwadifo ma ene mema won kodi dwa no eno so wabo ho amane a wochesa afofo ena bi nso eprapra ene wo se wonum hyase abaye DNA test sebe ya won betumi hu nipadua a ehye ye no so de ama abusua na ne wo sa de Ken aba beto ha wo se nyade a owura Kennedy akompra kwa Japan wo be MPP no ene ana wo kina ono so ni spokesperson akasa e ho no a wo se court aba amane se pani bi won twa sika no 200 200,000 Ghana cedis one farmer ne yere we be oba no otua de ama resanse yes wo bu aware mra so bi eno nti asemo enti won tua farmer ba no opata ne mpata sika no ti court no so won tua sika na Gold Board nso aba amane se enei wonom license bi o so mo de ema manfo bi ade a no so watwentwen asensen ho no a wabɔ ho amane o Daily Guide no emu.
Okay, ebansin kuma kwa ba
Sejon unim this week story ba kwa mete ya na menka se na esre but besesa nneema mu kakra se say bema ntimi mu oba kwasi asa onu oba twempena so media mene na twempena na ye one ha ti said e to papa yi ona twempena for some time and oba de call to say wa hye ne boss obeware no wa anware no Inti court unkana asemomano. Ena court buetia papa no.
And how was
And near Messi sound
200,000 guys.
yes. And near Messi sound. Inti Obano oko fano na se owena se umfani nkusi bebi ya trasuntem. Uju Joshua no esi form.
Adekwa kodru
No abo return. Ukodu konongwa. Court do be trust du nkoko.
Okay, I see. Enti eno ye de tie no. The Chronicle on the front page of the Chronicle. Sweeping public land reforms. Amaboa annuls all uncompleted transactions between 2017 and 2024. Secondly, Takrady water crisis to end soon. Minister. Entry, let's go.
Chronicle no the other brother no share aban fa aban sase ho ene anamuntu fufa wo tu kra na ode ababeto onnyamfo ama boa wono de nimfoni ababeto ho na yesu kopie secondary takrado won man show nsem akwatwe a eno so wo bo ho amane ewo Chronicle krata ni mu ebnada no.
Okay. Daily guide. Wednesday. Yes, I mean the man of the moment.
Makase
man of the moment.
Obi a ono wa kusku akusua se ni tufa etu kaka. Ase. So de ne ko theater se onkutu fibroid ase. So ho. Wono no kaka operation wo ye. E na de ne ko theater se
okay.
Onko ye fibroid operation a de obenya no no. It misfit.
Okay, so CEO Kokobot CEO on the front page of the Daily Guide. Kokobot cuts salaries by 20%. Management calls for calm. Okay. Woman, 2 sons killed in bloody fight. SkyTrain trial. Court orders executive secretary to produce board minutes. Anti-LGBTQ bill back in Parliament. Daily Guide Wednesday.
Nano ukwada Daily Guide wade ebaye enye na emfimfo no de oru Randy Abe nimfoni na da hono age ne kiki na da hobo ya wo se eye ene Kokobot adwumafo aketua ne ate so ohanye chemu aduo no se be ya minim so mo de ba be ka akuafo de no so no be de ene ya ate so jeze ne ya ate so ene ode mfoni na aba beto a wo che se management se kumye obia ntonobo bibia bekoyi ene waka ho asem honom na wo hwe SkyTrain nso ehon sensem ene na court no a yesi won ma hye se ex secretary the man mo hwe se board no minute bia wo mo ko meeting bia mo ko atwetwe wo mo fa ho nyina wo mfa mra court ho no mfa media dance efa ensem ahodo a ekoso efa SkyTrain nso ehon na nei ukopie ma hye bedwufi a wo se LGBTQ+ bill no ene asaba beto ma hye bedwufi oguso a ebobo ho obaba ko ene ne mamienu so yese wonom atro nananom ewon sedo no so Daily Guide no ebo ho amane nanu kwada.
Daily Statesman page John Boadu, let's tidy up for 2028. And here John Boadu at the end. Minority demands restoration of old cocoa price. Parliament reintroduces anti-LGBTQI+ bill.
Daily Statesman so nanu kwada ne de no MPP ehonum an ode woni akwakoshe ele wo ba mane so ru John Boadu say wonum hwe omomo amani so enhwe kokese no 2028 ehonum ne hia enu nti wabo ho amane ode ru John Boadu aba beto honum na dom kuma no fa wo na hye be fie nso gusu a wonum kasa say boda da no ana omo de ji kokoo bo no wonsan famra bi abanhwe no nsan famra na LGBTQ+ no wonsam so na hye be fie wasa ho abo Daily Statement nso emu.
The Chronicle, police wage war on criminal gangs. Missing police AK-47 assault rifle and other retrieved. Ammunitions. Volta cocaine seized. 150,000 Ghana cedis bribe rejected. On the front page of the Chronicle.
Chronicle so ne dia de ba ye no yesi se dia police for womani abrese krotom e mani pabonfo bi a wom so etu won so sanenei AK-47 wom hwa won mu hu ene etuo bi aka ho anu so eka ho bi a wom che se aban ene a police for womani abrepa ehwe san pabonfo na fe won magye sa akade nyina e de afi won semu na eye cocaine so yesi won agibi be se 150 kilograms no 150,000 Ghana cedis ne board no eno so we bribe we the bribe cocaine bribe eno so nsem e na omo oyes omo bribe e na ne omo e de ho nsem ababeto chronicle so animu
se utua omo nye utua omo nye akase ndia
no na no kra posifo ahu isika bi ofom de Akoma nipa no kra
na akase ndia musuro get one there akase ndia musuro emanzana za akase ndia no mbe
akase bi ehu
Daily Graphic. Government pays 10 billion DDEP interest on the front page. The finance minister, Dr. Kesiela. Let's take
that. Daily Graphic, and also the finance minister, no, then Ababetro, Dr. Kesiela to force now, or just we 10 billion DDEP interest we, and also answer no de Ebetro, or Boho Amane, Daily Graphic anymore.
Okay. Now, you ever heard Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday. Now, Baby Friday. Okay, the dispatch Thursday. Ghana's police of integrity. 3 officers found 85,000 Ghana cedis by the roadside at 4 a.m. and returned it to the owner. Wow. On the advice of the chief
justice, 85,000. We say no, baby a test Buta region. Buta region, usika tough from one. Meaning say be an assassin. Because say na me one kind no you call you could did me debut na me kakrebi me ko buy could debate to me ko buy net da ho. So yes, o tika to form wo e bi ene ne ma sesa but say from an temple sika to form na ayira debi obi ampe
you yati. On the advice of the Chief Justice, Mahama dismisses petition against bosses
Tech police station class to be
EC and
unsa police for na say omo promote omo promote ne dia obi a promotion obi a promotion
it is good
obi a promotion
it's good
ebusuafonti dispatch ndo de ba ye na no ya wada no ene da ni musi a wo say police for mensa na no omo bu adwuma na yeso omo koto 85,000 Ghana cedis set tie ni
850 million
skane modu ewo kwa ho na ye se so mi kan wo say bury omo bo na yeso obi ka bi twa mu kum ena ska no mze free toy no mu na yezi omo ni nipa na de na kwa Akoma na
okosa bro mu a Tosco Park
football pitch IGP any police for ena omo fo ni dawa ye bo maba so o ma ya de ye be promo omo ye mo maba so pa eno so wa bo ho amane wo dispatch krata no animum ne mama mampani John Dramani mama nsem wa beto dwa say ye say OSP ena fe nso abato commissioner ene nsem no omonhwe no omonhwe mu a petition ba ni na mampani te say wakukuru de si nchen o chero ni eno so wa bo ho amane ewo dispatch ni emu a wode aba beto honom.
Okay, so moving on to I think it's a bit more of Friday and you daily searchlight. Decrease in cocoa price, producer price unlawful. Afenyo marking calls for immediate reversal. And the daily searchlight.
Daily searchlight no so do they abeto adimbo ya na hwe afenyo markings a wogina na hwe de fie na the way we see aya action utum se ne bu ofu pa ena wabu na no ano aso aya action kakra bi so nya broke rank obeto wo se koko buo no aban hwe no sanfa nko ne dadam onfa nko ne dadam se si a wonhwe eno ho amane bo ena daily searchlight no so ode ebeto hono.
Okay, and now Yonko Friday. Friday, that will be our last final year for this one, for this segment. Friday, you share daily the Chronicles. And I heard the Chronicles. The Chronicle newspaper, cocoa farmers protests mid-season price cut. Mahama's 855 million Ghana cedis hamper for cocoa farmers. I know the Chronicle newspaper.
Chronicle do de eba na no fiada no so waba mane kokko akuafo bi a wo hwe soro ho no a o maboko jemu a o mani abre pa se asika aban ateso no de o ebo enyo so eno so Chronicle na aba mane ne wo the finance minister aba beto o se 855 million Ghana cedis ɛno nso ɛyɛ sika bi a ɛnɛ ɛyɛ ahome a hwɛ yi a ɛnkyɛ ɛbɛpiem na afei koko akuafoɔ nso anya so ɛmfa so ɛno nso wabɔ ho amanneɛ ɛwɔ hɔnom.
Okay. Daily Statesman. Security and Intelligence Bill faces minority pushback. Mahama asked to remove Totobi Kwache over assets.
Yo, the Daily Statesman so ne dia ode ba ye efa bambo ho nsem ye ho ensem bi akotom na hye bi de fie ho be obi eda ho ene yesi dom kuma no eyade a wo pia ko na chi a wo pia ko na chi no so ho amanebo wode aba beto na se ene mampedin e de abetu dwa se owura Totobi Kwache wonhwe no onyi no emfiro efa eye asset bi ho a ehon so nsem aba be bubuja e ho no so wabɔ ho amane e wo Daily Statesman so emu
de ntia ayida ha minua a convincent
Vincent me hu se nimfo ni dash
odaase ha ne se ozo wo hu nkrata bia cocoa board conflict of interest e bia baba bi nti o de kokota nche
you anu so de hu mfoni aba be chance
nti one daase ha no a hu se Vincent a convincent anu so ye adwuma. Daily Guide. AG failed to make case against me. Chema to me is on the front page. Russian tourists identity in dispute. Majority justify cocoa price cuts as government releases 855 million for farmers. Mahama signs 24-hour economy bill.
Daily Guide ode ba na no efiada no de eya santimantem jontreni ndima MPP ameko no eda soro honom. Chairman Bernard Ntwibu Asiako chairman wontumi wo se attorney general wantumi anyina ne na so anye case bia mfantia no eno nso ode aba beto honom. Na Russia brantie no yese ono nso na identity se be ya ye ni hu ne ho nsenkai bi no ma bi ho a
ade no
ayese one time
picture na double
ye hu so no se obi o se kwan yi nti ho nsem de ayebubuja ho a ene wo bo ho amane na edom kese no nso emra hye bi de fie no wɔn nso akyerem senti a nei koko ne bo no ɛwɔ sɛ ɛkɔfɔm ɛno nso wɔde ho nsɛm abɛto mampanin ɛne wɔde ne nsa ahyɛ ɛyɛ 24-hour economy bill no wasai asie sɛ wɔ a nkyɛ penimfoɔ ɛde ba bɛdi dwuma ɛwɔ ɛno nso Daily Guide no abɔ amaneɛ nano efiada.
Same story na captured on the front page of Daily Graphic. Cocoa board pays 1 billion to farmers. President signs 24-hour economy law paves way for economic transformation framework. And I think that Omuko commission trade. I will check the story. I'm saying
B5.
Is it B5?
Yeah.
B5. Yeah, that's what they've been in existence. So now they are going to operate 24 hours.
Say okay, the way Konasana.
And Daily Graphic no need the fiada or the buyer no 24-hour economy law no honsem no aka ho amane ni mampani asase e no so wabo ho amane o de mampani ato honom ne cocoa board wo se watua 1 billion cedis e de ama cocoa akuafo e no so wabo ho amane Daily Graphic no ne o de ba efiada enso eno no
enti nei ye de besi ha nemum asu se aha sika ni nie
policy for no de na
yo 5 Ghana
or Jane bank
say 5 Ghana
and 5 Ghana
now could this we 5 I don't know you could trade me for Ghana
yeah now this Ghana account
maybe na cause what jack se kaka na nka yekuma
akwa no ho apo
yeah ai all that way kwa na she ko she kiki video no
no or the common will be
okay akwa no obozu no litina ye
ori kutua ka
ya suma no
yame nko a kasem to no asate no nyumre
anko bi share fita akoda nyame ase
ori lo bada nyame ase nyame ne mpa abo abo nyame eti no yi ss yama no
it is important but yemra idea no so kokwe for asate and now
and junior no more ye protest
11
yes, 11 p.m. Me monitor yes no more
that's so
yes
be sure say by now move here
there be have made the be afinu ma so twitwi omusen say me watch night e den a
o wan fam kokoro menya bi ato
sokodua kra de say bitimi awi bi afan
o bitimi awi de sokodua
sokodua
but almost almost Western
North.
Western North.
Yes.
Okay, say hona
Kuku, yes. Impompo shop. See Western region side the holiday. Ni na kwa galam say. See Western North for na. Any half for hono.
Yeah.
And hona kuku no dear. Say any bono side the hono. Aha.
Ashanti.
Akasi no dear. Yes. Oh yes. Omo yepa.
Omo jiskano.
Yes.
Ansana omo so mu Randia omo
ko. Unim say saa ade ya akosui me metete sani ngofo kana allegation say CEO no one papa ba could be say CMC panino o many emphasize and man focus say no a contribute significantly. And you see this information I am sharing no me free deep throat source.
Anyway,
deep throat too. Say John. Well, yeah, hey, say the man adwuma no wo. Nti ye hwe de beko.
The man adwuma no wo.
Aye.
Nti ye hwe de eko.
Ye hwe de beko.
Let's see because say this week Kwampoku CID even touch on the working. No na also advise say yemfa we nko.
Yes, but
Koko at this point bet him the akwakoton
but omonkasa
but I see issues ho. Enti also perform mo mani ko hoye.
No, but you see here un say abino I enjoy some kakra omo friend bofo say goodwill but for kuku asem e ba nan saying ena
nti also
abine quickly no yes the
only good thing now is that abine say Cocoa board say omo we kra nye Cocoa board say finance minister na copy scam ono na copy scam finance minister na release scam say omo fentua the old price old fentua omo e kana e wo ho no
omo fan claim free
okay
now if you new one start it make a lot of sense
which is positive.
Yes,
but they say akuafo no omo still omo sinchiremu no nto masum
say say be roll out a new planner a type so it was say o many pano etiase ye church ni pani mo man di pan etiase but I feel say we know na a time never limited. It's like a bomb precope
say ni nyina be free
e ba sa obenya reaction
free because say the working say issues there or honey and resolve issues no now they also advise say CEO say let's do this at this time nipa no ebi abibinti
yes
if said the yet the working no crab bibinti no wontimi advise CEO no on time
yeah nipa no onipa no your yere it is a oni na kwa no pa no a what could do adwuma mu awia no settle say wonim say numre obekọ ne ho dia awia no settle matter no so I say okona ohwe say ompu ne to mfama
enti they say Enran so no there was a report say board members no Cocoa board
yes
on board members they say omonyo allowance I was at the last week me can once them say
I dey na omoye
no Evans omo wo so yi wo hwe say na ye
for some brother me photo
on the board chairman
hwe enima bi say no ya na obeka say making impact
making impact
for me I am so happy but chief executive they not saying connecting them so 50% so what you say no saying connecting them so 50% and na simple what they check so what and na saying what they check with 3 months a salary the see inti me am jitum some my from so me dia check I punish myself.
Go,
so,
Nanga.
Because 20% in a crown.
Wait
20% in crown. A bit me at 20% could bet me at your allowance in one canoe.
That's what I said. And just say
20% could bet me a tiffy allowance in crown canoe. Right? You do something that will be feeling. You will feel the pains of a pharmacy. No? But you see, last week, me if I can say, ntimi nkɔba sɛ world market no price no aba fam na Ghana de no abɔden ɛba saa no a ɛyɛ ka ne yɛbɔgu akyiri yɛbɔ ka ama nkyirima cocoa no abɛwie de awie because of politics yɛde ayɛ both MPP ne NDC because ɔmo na ɛdi ɔman ne so akyɛ obi adeɛ politics so what I say yɛnyɛ realistic try to genuinely be a yɛbɛnya political advantage so maybe a research asɛm no baabi a nokora ne da no ɛdi kuku akuafo kuku ni sɛ yɛtɔ kuku anaa world market no yɛtɔ kuku for 10,000 ɛnɛ aban timi kɔma 6,000 ɛbɛ sɛ ɛka timi kɔma out so ɔno nso bɛma ɔbo a at least ɛmfa ɛka bebree ɛmɛto ɔman kronkron Ghana so nti ɛnɛ yi a aba ne saa no yɛmpɛ time na yɛmmɔ mo ntene baabi ase yɛnyi politics mfiri so na Sir John mepɛ sɛ mede adeɛ baako ka ho na ansa na ɛde abɛgye wo seat over the week within the last couple of weeks matete sɛ ɛmanfoɔ can pick part of my segment. Who becomes the next running mate? The person about history. I love history. It was saying book history. And we share epic NDC. Who becomes a running mate as far as MPP are concerned? And automatic. What you say 1996? MPP running mate, only MPP. Now of three different parties, National Convention Party. That was a time the Great Alliance. 2000, on my way, this is on my way. 2000, one of the Aluma. The only person within the Fourth Republic, the only person that will repeat running mates, yes, NDC 92, a cancer on a year, Jerry John Rawlings. Only election, good. 96, Rawlings and even a certain president, can't call it. What the late Professor John Evans at Thomas McCoy. And now, what do we need elections? 2000 now, we and a proposal so then Ali Mahama be winning here. Look, at Mills, Professor John Evans at Mills, late 2000 elections. One Martinamidu Kaiser and a Koye at 2004, when repeating Martinamidu, what the Mohammed Mumuni, former foreign minister, and a call 2004. When repeating Mumuni 2008, what His Excellency, now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and a call 2008, and a winning elections. For me, if you have followed Ghanaian politics, had any automatic. It's John, Dr. Yes, Dr. Matthew. Any automatic. If you have really followed the history of Ghana, not only the MPP, but even the NDC.
In the case of the NDC, when you
and NDC there for NDC, no leader, they no repeating running mate. For Jerry John Rawlings there, or no day the late Professor John Evans at Thomas Bar 96, or any could be 2000 because none of time I expire. But 92 winning elections, or near Cardi winning, one part account 46.
So in this case, you are saying that
no. What I'm trying to no.
In the case of
I am not trying to maybe alcohol. I'm not saying I am only giving history because I'm a student of history. I am only giving you political history. Say any strict jacket is hard. So that's I said, John, you see, when we sit here and we talk, I give up and say, me, I follow what Obama said. I'm a political reporter. It's a better time. One, inform the public and let them understand certain things. I give up what I say. We need a very stronger, Obama can strong. I will call it a stronger institution. Even if the party is in opposition, I will say strong.
That's why. You know, Bema,
and Doctor.
Which my boy,
No, at least okay history. No. What he failed to understand is the NPP are conservative. And a conservative party, and yeah, NDC. That is why the argument of what I say. Argument being make here. And based on the argument they make here, a G2 for meeting. Then based on consistency and reasonability. And being conservative. For example, I make a mistake here. The first I could fall ban on it, I can't buy. I can't MPP. So the next time, and also sign.
Yeah.
But now MPP near based on the conservative principle. So it makes that reasonability. And the other thing is, go for bar for first time we lose here. And young guys is I at twice. Let me what I say. So based on the way NDC or Moniama and the way MPP or Moniama, you take philosophy is not here. You understand, say, at least Napo must be repeated.
What I'm saying is whether Napo is repeated or not repeated, you mean
okay,
but I was trying to, yes,
the history must be contextualized within the ideologies of the various parties.
I am trying
for it to be very comprehensive.
Give out a history because go for a debate. And I'm not saying yes. No, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand.
Contextualize within the ideologies of the party.
And the ideology that's all now become ideology.
BBC, that's why I the contest I make. For instance, we share a year Obit say a year Uraba Omia. Major also, no, Obit say Uraba Omia. Sir John, say Uraba Omia, Obianim say, well, you're that calm, visionary, and all. But there's something you want to take away from Napo. Napo the type now, if he's on the job, he doesn't give excuses. Abra MPP are buying a bar, so Nanado. The biggest thing I know BL was VSHS. Then Napo took it up. And the Napo leadership for 4 years. Education ministry is very volatile. No? There was not even one offense strike, another demonstration with education ministry. Abra Obeye, a year energy minister. The very problem of Ghana, I say, you know, electric lines. And so many could be but he took it on. MAS are person. Sabine be musi doom sonaba. Okasida be what doom and OCC. And let's say so many people don't care. The point I'm making here. Nipa be when people also qualify for the same position. But as a party person, me share discussions here because me share the party's philosophy. Now me share the bit me party no ra eye baumia. Na na juma be kon kan party. I have no doubt in my mind. Say Dr. Matupoku Prempe.
All right, Ahaya Akoma 87.9 FM. Jumadi a wasungu so awutie no eye Wonsom. Na ene enkomo ewo ho. Oko eye Western Region enkomo aha. Na say midwa dru say we no. Enkomo aha. Ene ye behwe eye kokoko nsem ne de. Na otwe atwam ye kan ho asem. Ene so ye toa so. Isan say enre ya. Anopay ye betra ne awura mu wonkran obibi ni say ye betimi aye nwura mu wonkran ne hwe say ye cocoa farmers na omo ekọ pikete wo eye cocoa board no na say omo ko ye kire wo cocoa board no omo da so wo ho ana ya pebas bi ama omo amba esa de omo ko back nti ye musa say omo da so wo ha na ya pebos bi de ama omo ko back ye musa say ne omo ho tie ne niema eti yebewura ho na eno so but you see you need to know say enra as at 11 p.m. nyina no na ya de say omo ho a omo eyedede ni bia fine enti eno so ho nsem no afei so yebewura mu wo the new patriotic party akache na almost so edi omo hyehyɛ yaba babonten say omo bɛyɛ up down anon bɛyɛ down up after say omo koyi omo flag bearer no ɛno so yebedi ɛho enkomo ewu fia afeso so nkrofo kasa nkrofo ka ho asɛm na no ada na wotwe atwam yante asɛm de na asɛm no nyɛ de kora okɔ ye krono hwɛ sɛ theater won ana titaw Ghana for enipa mako enson enomuri kun wo mo tita ho baako a waka bewu wo Ghana ha isan sɛ upra ni mu ode tuo ene eja yedi gu ne so nyame fo mu nyina kra nsie yie sɛ mema nson na oba baako ɛna so far ɔmo so afrim na ɔmo a munye ɔmo tididi mu no sɛ utie enkomo ni bia ɔmo ehunu adeɛ pa ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ yɛbɛdi ho nkomo wɔ ha ɛdɛ na ɔsɔ ɔman ne yɛyɛ isan sɛ wote sɛ wɔ ha mu chichemu aduokono 90% ntosu a yɛdi wɔ Ghana ha bɔkena ne kɔfa efiri ɛba na obusa sɛ ɔman kronkron Ghana ɛdeɛ paa ne yɛyɛ yɛmpanifo na ɛdi aburo saa no ohwɛ asase a Nyankopɔn de adom yɛn na bɔkena faso a sɛbi ɔmo kwaye kura ɔmo ni bi kwaye enso ɔmo timi dua tomatoes emie kɔfa firi hɔ mie boy tuo kunyɛ ene last time say last week mete say penny odo ma no ka say sisi no ebe den pass on beko bɔkena enmanim yi aden sin tools wo be den maka che me yere moda say onko pentus ye konko race course ya kan yonko soa na yempe fridge bi fam yeah abna moda maka che no passing bia I forward by Uncle Tony na yemfa gugu fridge na for the next 2 months ye be paste ye di twitwa bi na ni na doc also catch your wife na kope bi say pentus ngo yes nadia to doc madam I
check bi na bi obeya mana Teddy Gary Soki
the doc kind what there
me really don't catch
me mount just 30 seconds for clear
they are main clear
was so yiri ni ha and be na chiki bi
and I'm see me nya Gary Soki nya check na
Gary Soki clear who check na
me say Gary Soki nya check na e ma
adia we see me
makla me hu dada
see be we program yi na fi na
that me say makla me hu dada
disclaimer because program yi aye
Evans makla me hu dada
e wo ba bia o
Evans Evans tinie so ho o say e bia na check
bi na ha e tena okodu fi na fi wo de abusuafo ko pa
asemi ani ho
asemi ho
o say baby a chick bi na am say baby o me nya me Gary Soki sa me ko o monitor ro dem nim say e nya me Gary Soki so me ka ti am ko e ti check the Gary no o na be Gary na ma me ana so na o just 24 hour marriage yi
anyway abedwafo atena se na ene pese anytime bia no me ankasa me ofie kura na metie Wonsom with Sir John a ehwe mpanifo a yenyom odwumadie so a de miye bia mejai na metie sanse beyond bibia no ensem bi o mekan bia so ya de mu dopa ya papa Mr. Amwa UP
Ghana first.
That's Ramity. UP Ghana last. Ghana first. MP Ghana last. All right.
Some 23.
That is my Japan.
Some 23.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So, Mr. Amwa, Joseph Amwa, I say, also Abekayensa. So you Dr. Samuel Free, call a Kumasi Technical University. I pay been a lecturer, penny pa. So or a political and social analyst. Aye. Ono so abɛka nsa. And the amfana meti telephone yasaji yade. Yeah, they say dogs so abɛka nsa. Afei so for a very long time. For a very long
The
time.
word emphasis is
And a long time.
underline.
Nana papa your friend is saying. Abuaje da Costa Bonyumbi. No. Nana tufo. For see me that day somewhere one me.
For to us.
There be no the encan the ambassador.
You people by
There be encan. Me emphasis no me. Dr. Kesken, and so Abba or no a member of the communication team of the opposition MPP. Or her say that she be no so. Babaye the regional communication director. And I'm a
no.
That's right. Dr. Delegate.
First match.
Anyway, now you better can share a year cocoons and some. Mr. Amwadi, last week I can once him.
Yes.
Na ye share ni mu say bibi betimi asesa, especially on the side of cocoa farmers no aban ni de ono no asigina ye and or hwe de betimi aboa cocoa farmers na aboa man so o say no betimi ayo cocoa farmers no kwasem ni say ebi mu say fine omni aban ni ya adwen ebi mu so say de bi de omugina na omugina nti enra yi hu ewo cocoa board akuafo mu bia omo so ekoye ye check akra wo ho
Umfa umam ko ye kire.
Why do you call it?
Onom so am ko ye kire. Say. But this year akra ko e kan o 45.
Oh, okay.
Haka ma umam ba.
Me need that information. Why do you call it?
Oh. Now we can do as
Mr. Mama, you are doing show in 10 minutes.
Because before I go there, not more Kasana more be about police phone, which was
Yes.
Tech the number can be see. Some guys say accident we see what so take intersection hono then go na into car car Range Rover bi ko boom a dan ne ye ne NJP they no can Range Rover no dem madam for pa nyame adom na ho ye na the good thing you say scar na onu came na dos no okọ baby a na oba dollars na yi nyina.
Wow.
See ye no onu collapse ye no a obunre call hospital no ohun hwe no oba ye no police phone din sika bibia interto ndi command ya dey intense nti e say police phone you na say omunye e be very good na such people they are na they need to be recognized.
Yes.
I said the Bible because such men needs recognition.
Yes.
But
I'm particularly happy about the current IGP in the social media or number of them.
Yes.
And we are promoting them. Unblock.
Encourage. You say, Adiba on my way here mindset. We need a mindset change. And you hear any power or mere credible more integrity. Bit me you have to do so yes, I did not because last time the America said a grophobia na omo best penetrating wall be. You have two wall affect chrono kakraka. You don't need to penetrate the wall. Don't go and break the wall. Baby, one more motiano. Monko compromise you. Compromise on wall na hu. It is any panel more system. So if they are compromised there, you be whoever you are a bit my. Here pass on mind. You be any pa. Omusu betimi aye no kwarefo a ombetimi atena no mahwe ni atima ede achichiro man ya na ede achichiro man na nyi obi a oba bia na dwena nsem de bewies kan makodi akọ ya no sa no emfa ho ni abẹ policy albẹ first day na sa akronfo ni gua no forget it until at least this police man has shown an example as o man nyina asua na yi nyina so ye dia ya disua de because sabi sika wa mre na wa nya no e disa akọkọ video buta akụkụ su ya so ozo butuzu na enche no ayede obeja ho akọ na dachi no be kwase
You're very careful the way some people think of planting a nation's properties, a nation's wealth at their own personal aggrandizement. Now, the people are suffering. They need a little bit of money to push them. Then the papa no what cars or we know what we're not woody. Say now with you, would you stay here? Maximum what dinner whole day in 200 cities. Your 3 hours each day, your 3 hour and China, your 2 hour corner beef, your 2 baby. I comes you. And the dear pa now this can oh well, I was a crack no see and I'll grow to me for what I say. Good to get in Ago. And the moment she said, everything about woman in the park and in the park anymore, who is Shano, and so we be kind. And the police one the end there, we are very good about
Oh my idea.
and then make her back to Kuku.
Yes.
The Kuku, the nan of Babaton can answer.
Yes.
A idea, and you say, Ubia politics will come. Send this year, politics here. And gain on that. It does not necessarily mean say MB been finding needless politics nowadays. Because politics no more very needless. How can you at this material moment in the panel crazy what they can't fans or Metran no demonstration? None woman by if you know how no money one cry. Don't to my one cry, so Abraham Badahana, don't to my room, my dear, you won't go a father, Maria and Weko. Oh, wow. The panel of Bank so much videos never know. And your man is go but motivation is a man 200 and now 150 bintino. What track came? Not the abba. Now, placards you could grab. And then I just have placards with a cravon a cracker. Everything shows out there no more any fake. And I'm better how more, yes, I did it. Now more how more. Because I could issue, you see. So, as a nation, I'm sure say a bit me. I'm taking bold steps. A bit my boy. See, I never cause. Because how can we as a nation, since 1870, Cocoa Belkrumba, I've been my team say a big put value on cocoa, the beard as beans in one export. I don't better I can do chocolate back on the 30 cities, 100 grams. 100 grams, a child say 1 kilo, 300 cities. And the 1 ton, which is 1,000 kilos, 300,000 cities. It is ultimately cocoa, ultimately cocoa about 800,000 tons. It means you are working within a $24 billion program. And how do you know? We be a fire bear, onya 30 billion. We found 60 years more. Cocoa HRT 1870 in 2 billion. It will energy as a nation. Do we need to address this issue? The as a nation, number one, from 2026 going, we need to replant with resilient climate resilient hybrids.
Okay.
I see a queen you may say CSIR, you know, Hanupa, remember me. Are they giving us new hybrids here? They're all climate resilient. Use research institutions, no my hybrids here. Because the cocoa man here, me cocoa, me papa will be. Be 15 years in here, you do a cocoa. And one of the whole. And this time, now you can imagine at this time, except by this time, but Yanakasan will be uninterested because I'm there must be something that will push me to the cocoa farm. So cocoa run who say, Adia Woyem, Obet Menyan fast, none of better than make a year. Say, cocoa. Say, Yanni a tier in our yagune. Say, cocoa, no, we are going to make it the hub of our national psyche.
Akoma FM,
production, a bank for. We fancy a chocolate here. So chocolate factory, but I can see gozo. But I can see a wasso. Be about Kumasia. Bakun war Kufudia. Bakun or da our da area honum. And then Western region got Takra there a beer honum. Yes, so cocoa factories in Pancotama. Okay, I've because oh, Yanis are That's all link here phone to Alan Chematin policy and every common use facility. What did you mean say cocoa you know? What the factory honum. And then also the rate must have one say cocoa board no. As I said, you let me to almost structure in such a way say we take an aspect here was a better a hybrid, a better cocoa seedlings in seeds, rather seeds, and even seedlings. A whole area on is no muja financing no aqua you more you know near Boama a hand in it, a little hand in it. Not to be the cocoa baho. Now you Tiana carrier, my fancy says, a man. 2,600 the council. Cocoa, we are in say. You process cocoa meaning near cocoa because 2,600 a bag, no. You process it not a cocoa. A benya bears about more than 10,000. The same bag, you know. Benya more than 10,000. The 2,000. You know, you process here, you know, at it, they carefully. I can't bear. I can't bear 4,000. We are nearly almost 70% here. And then I got some babies will be about 300 of demonstration. And there are many Panakuma. Then I never manti and any because none of Tiana and that is here say, do one a for Ukash town, back roof room, sorry, a Afon Quanta, just in particular, a Saira or Kukuba. And in Sutafo, and Susa house could do kukupa. And no man dies, this baby brave. Sadmon go no one young cockrafo, no me mantia. They went in because they knew that there was something good in it. And now go on go. What do I say? And they say a average cocoa farmer age 64 years. Timao the next 10 years, 74. Do also need my cocoa. At the end, they train a branch in the room. I just say, yeah, they be a bit more pull to it, and that is a dear bay a bit more adding value to the cocoa. Yeah, adding value to it. I'm a woman, I'm not so I'm a ranting and who's being more. Cocoa man with the next 10 years. What do I say? And the other idea about conversation so far. And then you also have to have some kind of a relationship with advocates in pricing policies now. You have to have relationship with advocates in such a way, say. Yes, we know the only age near the age because you mean you process about 60% of 87.9 global cocoa. You produce. Do you mean you can we can do it better? Since we didn't the age, we didn't need this year. You know some why? Okay. Because I an area. Etimia Ashaya first and here a part. And ne intimate ya ento. Much as I also encourage say. Then diversify other areas like cashew and other products. Then to cocoa actually, as I see it, make sure say a minor issue, cocoa production and cocoa issue must be part of the national psyche. I say you're minor. If you say we are proud of our cocoa, and you bet me proud of it, yeah. This is a mind that needed income. You bet me the abuana. Now, Mr. Moko demonstration here. We need to understand, say. Or minus sikadia. Very difficult say over quack fat scar. Baby say what about the shadia? Yatisu yes yeah because we are you compromise the physical space and the physical policy. A whole a rippling effect. That call baby I'm not about the cell about the how mind rippling effect is so high. Since the agency measures papa you now me a hot time say within 2026 going be about 2036 now or minor kasa whichever party is there then you have to say this is how we are going and this is where I want to reach then you come over here
all right and no Mr. Amwa and Ote Nenkano Dr. Kasken na let's say revelation ba could be a baby on pa say baby I in dream say 87.9 ade no de ba na ba form nti aban no so e born humodin bia say cocoa farmers no obe motivate you, obe encourage you, na
Yeah.
almost waiting me a year jumano.
Mm-hmm.
Na moko show masi a high boss bear 20 so mon conquer con destabilize system no dear.
Unim.
I think says some way sadia nan can tell you.
But mencha a chief for Nyashefuina. I think say we need to give cocoa farmers some respect. It's just disrespectful.
And then
Ona ya tini sika so no. Who hears kachen? Who ni bako wefe chen bako. There are videos. Sa I guy bia oye video. Anu jina cocoa farm ebo abana baso sa abana aya ade de. That same guy that say video say amama niska. I can show you the videos. The same guy who to understand this for them at any years nana. I can show you the videos. It's just Mr. Munya is asking the Kamunyaka. They should cut us some slack. Also, we may find your politics. I been this year politics 2024. No, Ghana. He was part of them. No, on Koshare Doswa and our banners is Sikoko. What is he telling us today?
87.9 Kumasi.
Issue now be tohono. Let's deal with the issue. No, can you say the decision of the government no are creating more poverty in cocoa growing areas?
Yeah, dear way.
Mama, a classic example. Bear obi the cocoa 3 months in Chanica. Ebi mu kwaji loans based on that. What I say? Or kwaji loans there the bear no buy na principal na mu kra so. Scared dey better so. Ti loan no kwaji kwa heka int me principal na go interest.
But we so be ka say o hwe aban yi ba ye ya. Sika ode makuku na sika obaye ode makukufo. Mo na mo wo na 2000 something. 3,000. So how can the same
Yeah, 3,001.
About the 3,006.
And it's what they ever say.
See, there's a circumstance.
There's just circumstance, no. We will deal with the issue. My mom said the poverty of thinking in the finance ministry and in the government. No, and the Ababu do say. I'll prove it to you. It's very simple. Now, Mr. Amazo and I hate being used careful, baby. I'm like, what kind of thinking is that? Is that how the state is managed? And I'll prove that again. Now let me start. When him say Abanu Meki about 21 promises to people. To the extent say, Urad John Mama can so be 2 boreholes. Or more for the polytank. That promise is in your bio. Fast forward. When him say this is not the first time a global prices above from sir. In 2017, I bought from no. The Albanians are buying pescado so much. The Biana you make this analogy. Tell me somewhere when I above for my and there's a quite deregulation above for my man from a cost of man. But in the cocoa sector, you cannot play it like the way you play or your politics. Because the cocoa sector is the backbone of the economy. Immediately, a cocoa sector be saying, who affecting households over 2 million people. Households making up of about 2 million people. On what can also na the SC no is also age demographics now. What it means say in future no a bed in class bekum. I think the bed is bekum because you've demoralized them. Now there's a higher risk of more people moving into Galamsey, selling their cocoa lands for Galamsey than before. Those are the critical issues. And in economics, your fair BB externalities. We make a decision, but decision in one time. Different externalities, positive or negative externality. So question muzi I want say decision ya ban yi. Sabiu say wo cocoa ni now say won kwan cocoa na wote ho ehwa. Ebe ma won kwan set na ho.
What would you have done differently? Senka momo wa ben mo dey na na fine.
Me ba ho. First, o share a year the decision to even pump a year $10 billion to cushion the CDR. Wouldn't say it's partly a cause for this.
How?
Good. So exchange rates no. See the where Dimbebrea, it affects exports and I encourage imports. First, now the cocoa car a core now the 100 tons the core and I could be a certain amount of capital maybe $1 million and 1 million Ghana cedis. But see the where Dimbebrea, I tell almost cedi no. Once I would scan call scan banner, but about 850,000. This car will be in hand the nominal amount no. It means that is one factor.
And how does it correlate with
maybe.
The drop of the world market? Yes, see the number
two things.
Yes.
World market price no is baby. And the amount have been so is baby. What you say? The first one, the amount have been even the first year economic students. And in the currency here it affects exports. That is why countries like China, a devaluation policy. So we devalue our currency. It's common sense. It's a brand at 2 force in STTC. In economic plan, let's say affected the export sector. Now pay a buffer for the cocoa farmers. Because don't say and also more of a catch and first can free maybe that's $10 billion. They got to city, the first can free. Any proper economic planner, we basic SOJ, SO. So I to force in him we are, and then minimum economics papa be our that thing woman on the world market.
But CD, the pumping of dollars into the system, so much more.
So, there's a forex exchange program, but there's no time in the history of Ghana 1 year you're pumping $10 billion. Who could have $10 billion as the president? The President John Mahama. When an Akarbe. Abra a flagship project. Akaso be policy abe 24-hour economy. Usu have $4 billion. Unyanye. O budget hard by uska the same no. 110 million Ghana cedis. That's a the emphasis cedi require 10 cedis Ghana. That's just about $11 million. Less than 0.03% of scale we had the 24-hour economy. Also by a big push, we had $3 billion. $3 billion we now with $10 billion I would call Choki city. And I'd be a big push. Industrial policy, I PCA, Huska. With $10 billion, I'd be called Choki city. And so the poverty of thinking in government. How can you justify this?
But to be super cultural, say the pumping or the stabilization of the seed, the trickling or the trickle down effect, massive.
Is you not to say?
Say?
Is you not to say before? Is what to say?
Oh, but must say you also
electricity bill.
Any man do na be about.
Do na again.
No can say garage free.
Anybody say ton cars every day.
15%.
Anybody say ton car every day. Electricity bill will be a chair in a fuel transportation first.
You are more
to us. I want to but
we also need to
say that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, the other side of the story is but your person kind of correct saying the people are not benefiting from the pumping of dollars into the economy and how to chuck the seed, importers and exporters of our the ordinary Ghanaian of a trotro. Only as soon as so, and so if I saw him. Maybe a gun non product of a trotro.
Transport first, so much.
Transport when they take transport first. Over trotro.
My fabi dan.
And then so make us on fabi. I'm so fabi. My make obi o tell me you do crow from anywhere. It can go for charge 5 cities from crow from to Tafo formal.
Illegal. That is illegal.
Go on. I'm telling you, say the ordinary person you are so fast. Transportation fare. I know I'm from Crofrom to Aranga Junction. I have 4 cities now. 4 cities are on that soji. For Totro. It's society. The few people are exporters and importers. That aside, now let me deal with them.
Are you saying inflation about from a fake yana?
Me say inflation about from
as economist.
Now let me put you to the test. Now a year period some two utility bills. One catch say exchange rates and inflation. It costs about 70% of it. So say inflation fee 23.5%, about 3 point something percent. Yes, sir. Exchange rates no every 14.6, about 10.6.
Yes.
It's on what basis? And PRC and ECG on the 2 electricity by 28%. That's our buy now crazy just start buying the banner. I buy now to the prices. Charges and fees or government institutions. I want to need them. The battle give yearly. I'm not to tell me Maswana. So the catch say again impact on the ordinary person. More cabin and your bourgeoisie are benefiting from it. That's fair. Fake as them. Then because impact in the life of the ordinary person. That's the point I make. Ensure they turn 3 cities, 5 cities. That's what I'm trying to tell me. The ordinary person come market and small. Now let me deal with the cocoa board. When him say the inexperience and incompetence of Randiabi and the Diabedu baby say. Diomuni. When him say as far back as February 2025, what price F-Ria could do $13,000 per ton. Now, idea a cost say spike from 2023 was that cocoa beans and a German so no. Now it's sharp. So where the supply is limited, no prices cost. Let me quite because demand able supply. But later, countries in the brain start to say, ammonia man or produce more. I had a BT Randiabi. Randiabi being a year an inexperienced person bad, honomo. Also pricing focus through 13,000 a bar from a cano. They were thinking it's a better contribute. It was saying it's out of best spot sale. MPP also know. You must price the cost. If it be forward pricing. I said, yeah, oh yeah, oil marketing. Now we are hedging. Who price as price with the manage home. Not our price. No, what you for maybe a year, and I was secure for a year or two. It's an oil price cost for about for more any of the amount. But because Wanyabe was unable to calculate well, and then the trading department or buyer experienced people, you mean if you offer this if we go on or many new people within the department. No one tell the man say. And one mistake around there beside you. As far back as March, also about Bonte said last year, oh, Matu Cocoa boom in October. And our president Mahama Cross be Ghana as a major player within the cocoa industry, and it's also supply raw beans. You give a hint that the supply on the markets, no. At least me a farmer, me hold it, and they are trying to new price, no. What it does is says a media trader, mean say bedroom on the potential say beans eba market, eba cost running so high. So speculative trading. And when the supply on the market, no, a cost I tell the demander, then a price eba form. It's about who's a price, no, a buyer be do 8,000, 10,000, no. Smartly, then I say come here and say, what's a cocoa beans? Yen ton a brother, what it go on? Cocoa beans you trade and go to ton. And the friend for trading, no. They could have sold the teacher the whole crap for this year. But what's saying drop it. So I do 3,000 something when you're bound. Any incompetence there, any inexperience there. So how can you use that as an excuse? So we incompetence into the cocoa farmers should suffer. Now let's think about this. Let's say cocoa price now, a fee 3,000 of a more argument and now bar will be 2,009 and about $2,000 per ton. Of a more any NDC for catch say you know young come on 90% of $9,000 they say $900 and they say cocoa farmer no. So that argument doesn't make sense right from the word go. Policy wise, it doesn't make sense. Because government does not only exist to achieve economic benefits, but also to sustain the society. That is why I buy you a chance who say, oh, sanitary pass. You be here sanitary pass. Or what is coming to our sanitary pass about 15 cities. Or the Toma Ghana for 44 cities. A social intervention. It's a say, Cocoa Crafona, Communiska, Sedanka or $10 and Codeco. And Colin's 36,000. Overnight, that's what's about 25,000. 1 million by 30% too. Sani pano, what drain na bra bonne home. Sani pano, what drain in the family home. What drain the impact on the cocoa community home. Then there's the other side of it. Galamsey. What do you say? We've always minimum the entire baby a cocoa will be a home so gala you want to go there. As baby a cocoa will be a good home. It's
true.
Yeah, it's now they are faced with a certain trade-off. So until say now buying cost will determine my way. And now say on galamsey. Now there's also another issue. When you say a year, the average cocoa farmer na brabo enko anymore. A year omo offices akese no. And my whole politics I think the NDC government they like the optics too much. Domine Radiabe in the heat of this moment, no. Believe by the 3 man koto a year Land Cruisers, tier rubber 4, back about $250,000. Ekoto pickups, tier rubber 110 pickups. About to check cocoa kafoka. Who be some the operations. Now cocoa now to check on who operation men are the quack.
And he said, "Yen church we are for can I say ye here resources and also I mean because of the intimate
debut. Would the maker? Men are made brew at the amount what me kada with Marcoso. Me meant my near Juma may be a German call for car would one a good. Also that kotoka. Na car then the beans never. Land Cruiser the cofa cocoa beans a goon. And I pick up some of the mother directors because of cocoa beans no. The point is it was a reckless expenditure. And maybe no smoke of far but free by profligate expenditure. That's one of them. Because Randy Abbey is living like an Arabian king. One person when you appointment academia. Because Abano to close to a chit cell. No kasate the what answers to every problem in Ghana. And then from our Bami too. That was a reckless decision. So I won't mean to what principal stakeholders was my talkers. My core committee close to $10 million. And I could make such a reckless expenditure. No, you can't find commitment to Amoka. Oh, yeah. Now, Coco for everything or more issues or more cars. Here, say there be the way and how or what to back of Bobisia and the 12 fees. If I could take you loans and the giant rolls, cement, and a side manner. I'm a carbon muswa. As well as I got MP for the show, because Coco Nyanza.
All right.
And I think, say, or more making those claims. MPP so much. They should just stop it. They should just stop it. It doesn't show respect to a more Macquang him. Now, a dollar call from a crack club is someone the cigar crack could deem. Many Tarado Swa, they be a dollar, Coco India, or then a budget.
All right. Dr. Keskibidas. Dr. Samuel Free. Doc, politics of cocoa. You say, I could do say, your cocoa farmers, your papa no me ma me no mu bi akọ enkran say omo kodio musika you say me musika na eduru ho but as usual akwa politics even they are going to and are moving to crown so there's some level of the politicians in the political line abuse so atwas here. Doc, what must be done? Devoid of petty propaganda driven politics.
Manager Dr. Keskin and our Kasani production team and our listeners and our viewers are on our Facebook. The politics of it will not stop. It is Kaujidi pass and MPP pa na wo na nka yete price ne so sete ye. Kedi NDC for the bay we grad them say so it will not stop. That is what they have been doing all this time. And time the two of them will come to a decision point for not to do politics in the we are still waiting. We are still waiting because and yet this time I actually won't go jai politics. What the 1 year it should be a my monya quite fast so now we are back. Obejao. Just has if they are not careful and they make mistakes somewhere, the way the MPP will use it, they will not stop. And
but because you say a reset. Is it not
one reset before the reset and I say and this one reset
reset need yes Ghana
you
is it not important to say afenunum you no betna se akase okay yeah politics
okay
but it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. Assuming say Sami Jamfi no nka wo opposition nka sa de Sami Jamfi. Kai la. Galam say, what would them the MPP for? Demonstrations upon demonstrations. Last minute the year before the elections. You see? And at this point, you think that the MPP will say national interest resetting, ye be jaiku. No, they won't allow that.
Now, when him say,
they won't allow that.
When me sell, yes, it's now or say stabilization of currency is not because an essential secretary. Yes, or say stabilization of currency is not same as appreciation of currency. Our quest to make our currency appreciate has come at a huge cost to the economy. $10 billion, which could have been channeled to shore up our international reserves. Our currency appreciation has made imports, that is consumption, cheaper, and export, investment, expensive. Monetary policy decision is a choice and not a necessity. Michael Isel Mills, in Shiaso Constituency Secretary, they say, I'm so also better or person be chairman.
Obeso be chairman.
And she also constituency chairman.
And we me hu me na me to aba ni bi na me ntoma no.
Or begidi pa.
Chairman.
Aye.
Oh, sir, I wish
Chairman
you well.
of the
I wish you
Shai
well.
Constituency.
Yes, I think you are loyal party members. Radio mostly na meaning encounter and you are very forceful, very, very close and you just have one opportunity now. So you see, they make them here. Evans, yeah, the politicians will stop this. So, I have a perspective. The appropriate means that politics about the cook. But they won't. Because Obi young one on fine channel. I think the NDC could have solved this problem. Company 4, if you want to go to the Indian Muslims, when you're the right people at the right time, they will always get problems. And at the time, son, what should have been an issue for not contacting the stakeholders of the cocoa industry before coming out with this price? Was it wrong? Was it wrong? Because stakeholders and the cocoa board, they won't manage the cocoa. But people are the producers. Those who did you contact them? Oh, situation in you. Say, the Madaroma. Yes, Remo. If you have put this before the cocoa farmer and plead, to say the President Mahama call labor a negotiation, a percentage, and also the president could have done this to the cocoa farmer. To do this much here, Western North for President Manuma Free phoning in Bakra. The president will say, no, you might say anything to Madame and Seremo.
Must the president come in?
No, my own and the yes, no, this year, no one of the Asana. This year, one of the point. President Mama. Huh? They do the idea the president has to come in. The president has to come because sometimes say cocoa farmers. If you have the psyche and as a woman, the thinking of the cocoa farmer, and you may be why it will have. The cocoa farmer doesn't care about exchange rate. Doesn't care about who the cocoa factory. That is not justification. What he wants is that the price that you are giving to him is what he's demanding. If you go and borrow and give it to the person, he doesn't care. That is the mentality. Only on say, my producer, my media about the price and the money. So, what mean the perspective of that now? You will not have any problem. You engage the person, the people that are involved. You explain, you beg them. And your friend, the Rabban say, a price of $1 for now, a world cocoa price. Some people guys cocoa farm some of them are highly educated, they know what is going on. The politics, I wouldn't hear anything. They also have taken a stand. And that is how we have brought them. Cocoa farmers in the area for my dream one this time. It is so much dream is different. And for you to change your thinking, you have to go and beg them. And please say no. Say listen. The promises that this government so they are not cocoa farmers. What are you saying? You remember huh? And you come in and justify cocoa price for high. Insurance package, Mama Kani now, insurance
early this year.
1 year, early days yet. Hey, now, cocoa farmer, a plan for them. When you give them the price, they plan. And what the Yanuma, or fertilizers obey you. It is the moment how about this. You see, business, you will be a friend of star product, cash cow product. It's a wood did say when you issue about the cocoa sector. Let's say sector, let's say price a little bit one. I think that the president should not engage and hedge CBO. Minimum price and still I wasn't care about who could easy to baby need support to baby. Stop that you are. We is our holistic. Now they are all solving, they are all touching a problem child. Cocoa has been a backbone of this country. And yet this time you be your mama. You could have gotten money from Cocoa or scanner is only you cannot go. And now so much is 850 million. Almost where did they get the money from? Do you have to wait till your margins and stand around by your and that is where we have a problem with cocoa board. People that we have been paying them for them to think and solve problems with cocoa farmers. What are they doing? What are they doing? Evans.
Cocoa plant, not easy. And yet, annual crops, they are perennial crops. So, it's the issue of the office land. Maybe idea. There's something you have to do 1 year. So, we be able to say 50 years. It will not be safe. You know, you plan to be able to Moringa. Is it? I understand cocoa farmers because there are 3 times here. You encounter maybe like number 1, you class. And I do want to second one, yes, as a maybe when the Ghana Jabba, as you are saying, you want to say Diamo. The business because the Ghana show. So, we agree, Uncle. Third one, the consumer and the storms, real storms. Any real. Miss Young got the animal. Our chicken, the animal. That's a little bit. Cocoa enough from very dangerous. Risking quite high. But the two we need to also understand. Say, with my risk more with my. That the risk.
But also the higher the risk, the bigger the profit. But the higher the risk, but profit. That's why you use them. So that's it. So Mahama is not beaten with it. There's a certain cost a recurrence of fat laborers. I'm making it very simple. That's the best mechanism. But what I'm making is say there's a recurrent cost. That's why I over to say cocoa for the beer they talk about fertilizer. They talk about labor. They talk about other costs. So it's kind of about attacking the the higher the cost, the higher the risk cannot say that leads to a higher profit. All right. Let me kind of say
if person yes is an ABO, person divert sources of funding a kuku, you say yeah. And no a administrative job. But the price the cocoa farmer want to hear and say the sick car, most person what the man no farmer no. Who better so we need we stakeholder. And when I'm watching your money free, there could have not been any problem. Say, Cardinal say, but because of cocoa board inefficiency, ineffectiveness, it is also this, and that is what the government they blame are buying because see what did the right people go and you see, farmer now who back at Chen say, okay, forensic audit for 8 years, no power. A thing is, as well as I said, it be the count. No one planet that I don't buy a word to be a forensic audit. I will cocoa board. But what about price in there? How will justify price the coffee? And you want to audit. And this is for house to buy now a war muswa. The BBCD, they want to have an forensic audit. I see, say, this canoe. Because someone go be I want.
All right.
I want to say. They be able to fire this. They be able to fire this. I'm not going to be there. No, good airport. But your Monday is a strategy not one fun because we are creating the minds of your supporters. At the end of the day, you can't just kind of way. Oh, when beyond you others price artists, and young people from the disco cocoa board. And Antina, where you know, whole rules. You should have done this earlier.
But Dr. Obeka said the wheel of justice.
We necessary that
cases Yoko, OSP. So
I'm talking about cocoa board.
Anyway,
I'm talking about cocoa board. What the price in the media can say they should have engaged the farmers because they are real stakeholders. A coin you be first of better cocoa board no one why I'm here with TV no. Yes, so you mean papa 84 years. Say one why say we from perspective some of get can party and credit. Yeah, they hard. But that is you see the who young one if you are omo buy in the middle say be a omo age no e be a young ones e be wom. Some kokwa phone kwa na me wa.
okay.
Yes. No. And it's a dangerous thing. Evans.
All right.
One kaya.
Wait your say also good morning, Evans. Another Saturday morning. I'm doing the Let's Night live from Kokosu News site in Forbid Military Barracks. And greetings to Professor Smart. Good say good morning, Kodio. My beautiful brother said, you did a great job. Thank you. Authentic France we do. One of the reasons why the world is moving so positive is that we men don't fight for ourselves, but for the other agenda. I think so can fire a year. Papa no, I am 200,000. Golden Boy Anas from Golden Boy Anas, Mampontain. Good morning, Sir John. Good morning, Golden Boy. Ghanaians are very happy for the 24-hour economy bill signed into law. 24-hour economy will come to boost the economy to the Ghanaians. So the MPP communicators and their so-called serial callers should stop telling lies to the Ghanaians. President Chairman Nana Akwesi. Oyibo Boateng, so it is free. Actually, member of the MPP Media Patriots. Mr. President, please, the Ghanaian youth are patiently waiting for the implementation of 24-hour economy because jobs in the system, or you meant to say there are no jobs in the system. Greetings to Dr. Baumia, Justice Kudia Frimpong, GFK MPP General Secretary, Charity, Tiwa MP, Achuma, Odoja South, and Kobu Bamba, National First Vice Chairman Ofo, Oyibo Boateng, Nerebehin. Go Kerosene, also watching you live from Akoko Among, what President Mahama, Randy Abe, and Atufos have done to cocoa farmers is unprecedented. Hi, my wife, Dora. Hear me, Mayor, 2 p.m. Asante Mampong. Let's support President Mahama to build Mother Ghana. Greetings to Nana Akwesi, Augustus, NDC, Ashanti, Chairman, still maintaining the says. Isaac Akoma, all the way from Germany. Yes. Good morning to everyone. I'm enjoying this powerful program live from Germany. Isaac, good morning to you. special greeting to German food. Now, from the cocoa sector, now you move it to tomato. And the agri. Last week, Ubia knew why organ house say this is one day say this year nipa emoji. One way you go to see one more titao Burkina Faso ho no me nipa nso. Baako a you go to sachet no but utimi edwane ye play ne nkwa you drew 37 coffee and water free. Remember kwa di omu nyina kana na omu ka ho ifunu kwa ntimi amfa amma kana ame pom ma ye ma mi muso akozo iwu ka ti ma mi kre ena muso etimi nya omu ti over the years government after government and I say for Wonsom one district one dam NDC also even before the one district one dam policies will be Nara entimi amwa ami tools on my Ghana 90% of the tools were the D or how much more your corn tools were who oko your market na tools are who nyina no how much more your corn every Burkina Faso asam no asefem na menim se bia wo no wasefem se ne masefem na
That's the part. So, look at Burkina. So, we can out here in water. That's it. Drew a border hold Ghana Burkina Faso border. That's what I know. What's not over. Don't you mean? I'm American. I'll say, oh, back. So, no, what that? Because what's that Ghana border now? You see green, your forest cry. You see greens. You see greens. I was surprised. Well, brother, the same time, no, you come. The first time I look in, I know who's you know, Browns, I know who's you couldn't do Wagadugu, border on my time. Rather, dry area, but you see greens. From a planning, yeah, I check. And I ain't not some young just it. The Nipa Bia, the winner, gave me Kaka, I read it. We are always living our comfort zone. But how can you see your green forest, your forest, your deciduous forest, in a little bit of then deciduous forest, semi real forest, so suddenly, and then again, it took crack and tools. It took out both governments have never helped us. They have never made any we are looking amount of money as far as a wake up call. But they see the SQ home, we are not having a wake up call. We also another wake up call as a Ghana for you. Sorry, to make sure that then you can say, but my yard, and then you want this opportunity. Nothing was ending here. Number one, I see a big idea to say, workers, see it in up now. About be try Hona or no, a western, and MI could because it thrives on good soil and then a proper humidity soil. And yet dry soil. Burkina Faso in as I say, is and yen yet tomato, yen yet it is so pocket. Ayo that. You what is so how do you believe? 19 years. Yes, I mean Akoma da na Akoma da
Akoma da
tomorrow. Then Akoma da tomorrow to make grandma is the working on the cover. Now tomato factory, I think it was in Paluana. Tomato
Walugu.
anything is
When you cry about this,
not Jesus. Then what is it? A land on the tour, Micharam, because Oma can. It's not tomato paste. No from plums. Tomato plums. The picture and ya can. The picture and you be as well as the tomatoes are a picture. In the blue, you know, a good can. Be a pan. Then I I could do this thing. So, called the largest producer of Egypt. Africa,
87.9.
Who are dead. But they have used the Nile as one of their basic multimedia make sure they are producing about 6 million tons of tomatoes. How much across the world? Second one, Nigeria, women erratic, but they are doing well. Ghana, you need to make us you need you have everything because you have to now let me tell you. Oh, I say tomatoes now or see tomatoes now. No, yeah, now a new bebree a susu ana that's why I'm not and check because because we see the new siblings be all the time. Now I know people I think Ghana for no baby we do tomatoes now we see a new siblings we are now we you baba you must add a beer we nya no senia like we new siblings yeah now a compromising quality now because we has a market driven the market no pen one feel no anko now so wow you open out there kwa it is how you must learn say marketing the customer is the employer when I employ whether you like it or not in our permanence of your man that's marketing then now open without going my man is using man don't make general beton it is this as all the things as a cocoa what to for as and you know we call Egypt now one of the places they use something they call fertigation drip irrigation fertilizer no any man we nsuo no dada the far dey no saa na akọ then also we know what seedlings here we know production per hectare 2 times more than we are doing here in the per hectare we are 2 times more. Number one remember nyama aba more and then the price becomes stable but here you see say the media no ground more all these things are very, very, very important. Your irrigation science degree, you get me issue. And yet, you can say there, man, and then in alcohol. You need to expand and now young found other areas now. And then also, then you're very careful about the fire password here politics. Walugu, a year, because we still $11.9 million. One 5 years. Satam go normally break any it me here as a group pack for tomato industry now and any SCC users any man of we are it will be a longer shelf life and then also you can make sure say processing the outcome process value addition in Yabao. We met my interest, we met my interest. This is our next year, all the beam. And the value addition is so important in this agro tax now. Martin policy not say agriculture. It is an say Yami Aduna say the Martin this policy now apply. Why don't we get him and vote for him?
Vote for
Because
him. Okay.
well, when your mind crap, I'm going to send him away saying now.
All right.
And you know, this woman didn't buy it.
Dr. Keskin, Marfo can say, MPP quality concern can be because $1 billion for a local project after CS contract and mobilize about 12 million. Even white elephant. Even for the year greenhouse farming, will be any one village, one dam. Look at that. Yeah. Even
Abrana of say agro park. Abana one and a trade. No, I mean, the work of farm, how bad? Because I'm not
let this go because what trade ministry Alan Martin policy back or the buy adopt to you and one is one factory. Okay, so it's part of it. It's part of the program. 510 million is what not yeah, at your person. Put the 3 billion.
510 million. 510 million. You did with hey, now your market right by what you with I'm making myself. As a competition offer. If I say more, I look what people down. As I'm creating algo then I told you to say about it. On far.
So what happened? Since you have the answers, what will happen in fact?
Offer shouldn't tell us say, yeah, Alan no bo baby for. This is what I like, When we are having a discussion, not personal discussion about I can do the discussion. But don't tell me say why the longest serving trade minister. Afena or say woman the chance of baby before. Now I said okay, we have to talk more.
So, me person the movie beyond
tomato corner
every idea back because the fear
it's the point. He said, you just cut us some slack. No, we done while at the bank to be still. He's been in it longer than anybody. I like the minister in that. Oh, that's it. The one I think I back one Ghana Frontier seen. Who's a looking at People's Dam? The whole idea started with President before. And I think I put out the chief minister. No, almost okay. So we can say, when the NPP are representing this former stop. As a country, if you may have discussion here, you will all admit, say, from the days of Akoma to date, that is disappointing. I remember here, because the doing one, me as a person, as a young man, as a policy person, just here. Now, if I say Ghana will everything I hear the and then the crew. Over the years, we have everything to produce tomatoes here. No. Over Akoma than we are doing for years. When you say Akoma than the rejection project of yours, say 60% capacity. 16%. The question I'm going to say, so we are farmer. That's a debia who produce. That's all produce. Now, we take control to this. What they are saying now, actually, the finance is everything. Now, we don't manage that super. We don't produce a patient. It brings us to a question. You're doing this post harvest losses. As a country, we refuse to think for a very long time. So you see, now a common infrastructure, not for a year crops, a year tomato chops, and any other thing. We sometimes very with you. And this is a case of CPP way to do this. It's a bit of a picture and say, MP plus which I say, Jamal was president. This is the first time he's become the president. I'm not best of your president, only the president apart from John Mahama. I know what did also go back. So we cannot pretend that you mean the problem. What other problem I don't believe? When you say any country, there are great ministry, any trade ministry, or pretend that they work in silos, there's a problem. Even among the great ministry, great ministry so producing. Not trade ministry, I don't know, because I just say only new answer. If you don't quite expect, there's a problem. It goes clear. Because whenever we produce, it must feed into a certain thing. We produce those simple to you. Then it must go into preservation. It must go into the industrial sector. Because when industry when you are producing, make sure you are processing. In countries like China, we will produce here almost have cocoa for a dear dinner on my child. I don't have cocoa. And what tomato I will so much now. Only try tomatoes. No more the goose, no more doubt tomato. And they can present it for sometimes from 6 to 1 year. But we live in a country in two similar Bibles. You had a catch or say, oh, you call this city. What's Asia? What do you want?
Okay.
As a country, I believe it's time for us to sit down again. Nobody can be insulated from blames. The political class has failed to think reasonably for very long. Again, from the days of Nkrumah to date. What many people are? What's that? Any year. Also, Burkina, green, do a year, brown. But we find ourselves say the northern sector is the breadbasket of Ghana. Now, basket is 12 today, every basket. It's as a man, you better say you are green home. Yeah, do a bad boy, you a bad boy, you a bad boy. That thing is the investment we make into agriculture. What is that? Yamadia, Ghana, a year, about 160 million. But how much do we even invest in agriculture? How much do we invest in agriculture in this country? Now, we are very agriculture. Better than a man and man can some more come to us. You those who come for the account. Look at the kind of import. We learn about the case of moving here tonight. I think it's time for us to sit down.
All right, Doctor, is it time for us to sit down? Doctor, sit with. I'm my Ghana. Yeah. No, Mariana, yeah, yeah, international
tomato conference. Independence,
yeah, I'm 60 something. So,
and you need one of the tomato factory.
Only in a bien with it. 90% tomato.
And we call ourselves a country that we are proud of. This is we are questioning will be. And so nearby who said the common sense, and you should use the word. My way to be I will be a mobile power. I don't know why some of our leaders think strategically. Because O'Shea Malugune, at least there should have been one. You see, the other politicians in here say, I'm born an animal boy. Obey a basic factory now, a bay or mine it. And they only use it. Or no, import tomato in China. So the politician is the one who imports those things and come and get ready money to do politics. China yes, because if you see factory saying Nipa say how many years? Yeah, 2-3 years here. We didn't have the for mine, and that's why. I'm a politician. I mean, for yeah, baby, dinner. Some of us will be a import from China and other countries. But you're told also because I didn't ready market. The market is there. No, I get a cat for the baby. And you are young to produce or mining your politicians. They are the ones who import these goods into the country. Right. Aha. It's when it's no problem. It's a political class that have been doing this. Rice mill beer because rice mills beer mills a you. I'm very proud of at least one. I'm talking about one. But the political class will go and import the rice, sell it, get the money every year because somebody said rice. And to sit whatever. The people who are supposed to sit, they are the one importing. So what are you going? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? I think we say we are not serious. We are. Oh, very, very bad. Yeah, because I don't see why Burkina we have to say that now, Mr. Amueka. Just like that. And you see the government grab wine and military for now. You see how we react. You see. Oh, it means trust in be more mine. Your bombers or much your mind. But we never will be a pet goes in. President Mahama can send 3 years or 2.5. Will be a baby, especially Woman Mudinachino. Woman Mudinachino, woman said, yeah, the end is the crown and be a met as one. And Crophonia Mary said, your Babano, say, say, look at you, say, Julius, say, after force you. Almost a group. What up? Eric, vice and our president. And yeah, you're the account by a boat, but yeah, ready about now. You see, idea beer. And it's sound of foreign, I will be a pep, and Mamma Argentino. It was so beautiful than a woman camper. Maybe. So people are now on the spree underground of your Moadi. It is so baby said, and way more mining, way man. That is not if you are Mamma against Adia, woman did most of them names. Because she was stabbed and you breast with the PDA. No idea the better to me, my whining, except to be and then you want to you. So be deeper than Mama did it. But whoever comes, your success will depend on President Mama. But he says, your Martin will be a bit in Japan. Oh, yes. And she, I must help who said, sitting somewhere in the airport, one. We say by investigation for a good one. Well, yeah, yes, but it's a disgrace to our nation for more than 60 years. You don't have a tomato factory. Here you go, tomato. Look at even a restaurant. A Biani heading as I say, first tomato run in Yusufi. Now, so be crash cut. Tomato. But run about no more vowels for which we are about to say, Papa. But I don't know some. Yeah, you won't. Also. And yet, this idea was no. This is no plana, or more quiet, you plan to one of my show. This is a press of a more Eshadan. They say no tomato. They say tomatoes. When you before, the green. Abanosu, you who come out himself white. Hey, there are some cleaning. Yeah, just say, when you tomato, no come out of the video, and this is so issue. What's the you can't even part of it. And they said, so like the dinner, so person we had did not prefer tomatoes. He's a road idea. Because we come like, oh, green, white. They just say, even the fresh in the crowd, there's an issue. And send about place in the crowd, so there's a problem. I don't know what to say. Hey, Yare baby, tomato so there. Yeah, remember quite a tomato, fresh tomato for your mind because of our posting, whatever. They say, no, so we reply, no, we reply, no, class up, another one class up. Oh, so wait, yeah. No, I didn't give a minister for agriculture. Or say, by my friend, petty tomato, why people can now get no, per se, tenant.
Cross board. I mean, political class. BBC, yeah.
So I know BBC tenant.
BBC are not triggered. You should have but this is BBC and aha.
I was wondering what I would do now or partially. We have disgrace ourselves. Now political class they don't see that. Say say passion no I do obey sika protecting the position of no buying and also achieve the next ambition. It's quick money in the government system, no, and that means to be 10 years our project even because it will backfire.
All right. Your time no yasun. We are going to 1 minute. Be now.
Stop now, operation.
Yama.
Up now, they say now we can say.
MVP.
You bound your party. Because we will party number forever. Because of this one, the first thing there is that we don't just post it because when you it's a position why need a keep they forget about any position.
Very wrong.
We are very the only other one is options when in the year they forget not being on Accra on Fato home. Without the because I say we are winning from one from polling station to whatever. Since I don't know more. The no I know more. It's a prayer. We need are affected. I said, no, we need it. I would not will party. It's a party. MPP in history here. Down go busy. Gone. It's about a new Aunia party. Hey, for the next 200 years.
Hey,
Doc, Miriam, yeah. That's
what congratulate you.
As the leader, correct. We are going to assemble the very best. What you say? One supported by one supported by. That's a journal. That's why we reorganization here. Yes, I say with membership drive at the very polling stations. Our meetings because so and we just a member in good standing. Our register at the police station. Who have bit my contested to be a police station? Omuya, we go with expansion area. Now you call electoral area. Now on say increase to 5. Yeah, the Omaka to constituency. It will be a constituency of one whole thing. You see the power Akoma and found also supported by me and one supported by me. At the end of the day, we need people who can move. Now, everyone say, and then maybe say them, we need to support it. That's a police station executive. I don't be a conscience officer. I just say the support Dr. Baumia and maintaining it. Okay, that's it. All right. And I believe say moving forward, the party organization so far, the flag rising project in Smile, what kind of base saying is event is seamlessly peaceful. What just say? They say we are on best PC in. No. Now you are willing your part time about it, and I will be able to.
All right, but that's it. Your mama kwaba so. 03224980350243114497. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Me that's it.
I could say who are the driver. Now the time for me check about why open yaka make what about incoming national president. Now the time I'm looking at the one class now. With the forecast minister we say we need to have on it Ghana and Manapayano. If you in the ready. Mr. Minister. Thank you. What the phone coming? 30 million. Sana million 30 million.
Okay. Medas hello.
Thank you.
And council so
the incoming communication director of
I
the team of taxi drivers. I'm going to the next day. Papa yi ọka sẹ Baumia ẹnkọ fún ní ọbẹ yìí ọmọ nǹkan pàtó ọyẹ NDC ní aláṣẹ ọyẹ social communication aláṣẹ ẹdẹ ìpàtó ọka Baumia wá sẹ pápá yà ọmọ ní sẹ́nu wọ station bèbè ìdí nàmi bí ìpàdé tíọ́ ẹbí àpẹẹrẹ ẹni bẹ tíya lọ ètò bọ wọ́n ti náà yẹ tíya bí a kí nà ọmọ náà ọkọ station bíyà. All
right, but I say hello. Yay.
You are not going to get a point here. I don't talk to you. I'm not going to catch Kamawan. Kamawan, you are the talent of the Bamba. Everything you get to the Kenya to Kamapata Kadano. Now, many men for your kind of person. Exactly. I can go and take it. Who said, Mobile, the post and channel. Look at you, I and Kenya. I'm not to know about the business 1 million to say, 6 million. Oh, I met a better thing. I come out now. We can get a meeting from the party. We can go some more. No, I'm going to get one and yet.
All right. Yeah, hello. So, Minya.
I am Hamza. Because that's you.
You Hamza, man.
I never put a job like that. We are not for some of our minister. On a number of things, about to tell you, Nabupa. It makes a mistake. Every time they are, I think was a look over the team. It's why I'm available for you. Namiana, one other meeting we have a car. The Shama, South America, the future coming out to answer for them to talk for them. Nobody is saying that. Not that the airport is not what to say. I want to say, I don't know, and I don't say it. If they do to me, I am not going to tell. That's the Vidiano.
But I say, hello.
Yeah. I will not say.
They just me.
I want to do my. I think I don't want to go down. When I'm going to do pictures. In fact, I am working and can look. I will move the apartment from the gym, which my way to because I think I will try to. Whatever the American can people. If you may really demonstration, really, education, I would even be a buying up to commit and then the situation now, and I and the increase would be I would be a point that should be a different decision of the matter. What is the community to live in the communication? Because the way to like different. We can tell different.
I say hello.
Hello. So for what? The one or two. The photo within the team because of the stadium. Now, the photo became incoming regional organizer out of Selpa. And the photo captain, incoming regional communication director. Also, now the photo, and these people, and to what day? It's a little bit, I want to say. And what is the kind of the over for Bois? Then they say, why are they there? Well, I think I want to make up 130. And someone walking in now, and someone walking. And the photo. Someone walking in there's a woman from your city but it's our what is that? It's our promotion, and I get the man. You can tell some about the product.
All right, that's the last one. Hello.
Hello, what am I saying?
We just saw. Yes, I'm from Uncle.
I don't know what to tell you.
And where's the man from?
What is to tell you?
You imagine it.
I don't know what to tell you. I need to put. I can't tell you all. I can't tell you about the pet. Ever. You can see. Everybody tell you how. Come on, person is never playing you. What are they playing you? What are they saying? You're not that person. What are you about? maybe 8 years ago, about 10 years ago, we are going to I'm with you about a baby. I know the already there. Before you have to it's not going to go to do. It's going to
All right. That's it.